Salutations, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland. Here I am in the land where I was born. I'm in Trinity College, Dublin. Behind me you can see the campanile, which is Italian for a bell tower. Thing is, there's no bell in it, I'm pretty sure. I certainly never heard it ring, and I've been in Trinity dozens of times. So I'm not sure what it's in aid of, but I think it's aesthetically pleasing. What's your take on it? Please post comments below. And indeed, there is some Trinity society called the Knights of the Campanile, so it's decorative. So this is called Front Square. I'll give you a panorama by turning through 360 degrees, and as you can see, it's late 18th century, somewhat early 18th century, and there's a chapel on one side and exam schools on the other. The chapel is Church of Ireland. That's Anglican, part of the Anglican communion. If you're in the United States, that's the equivalent of the Episcopalian Church in its style of worship and so forth. And that's the front gate behind me. You come in off College Green. College Green obviously takes its name from Trinity College, Dublin. Now in Ireland, if you say Trinity, everybody knows you're talking about this place. But people sometimes specify Trinity College Dublin as opposed to Trinity College Cambridge, Trinity College Oxford, or indeed Trinity College London. Now this one is the exam schools, if I got that right. Obviously far too small for its purposes, so they sit exams elsewhere. So although I never attended Trinity, I know an awful lot of people who did, which is why I know a few things about these places, and I've been in dozens of times. It's that pale grey stone, Portland stone methinks, and the place is overrun by tourists. So term begins in October, goes on to December. They have another one in January, like to March kind of time. Sometimes it's completely locked up at Easter time, and they come back and have term in April and a bit of May, and the academic year finishes very early. June, July, August, even September. There are almost no undergraduates here, so there's some summer schools going on. And as I say, it's educated many eminent Irishmen, Irish women and so on. The person who's head of Trinity College Dublin is the provost. I don't know if there's a chancellor as well, maybe, but provost is the one who actually runs it day to day, and he or she's got a house in the grounds, though I can't show it to you from this angle. And at the Easter Rising, after it was put down, this article appeared, I think it was the Irish Times, which said that Patrick Pearse had wanted the provost of Trinity's house for himself. I'm not sure if there's any substance to that claim, but that was oh horror of horrors. The Irish Times in those days seemed to be the voice of the unionist establishment, and in those days, in the First World War, the undergraduate body was overwhelmingly Protestant, mostly unionist in outlook. But those days are long gone, because the Catholic majority in Trinity is just as high as in the general population, and people don't really think in denominational terms these days. Denominational identity is not very important, just as religiosity and church attendance has declined. Though the religious may not wish to acknowledge this, it's perhaps one of the factors which led to the end of the Troubles in the wee north. So that's Trinity College Dublin, well worth coming to. Sometimes you can go into some of these buildings. There's a lot more to it. I could walk around you. There's a cricket pavilion, there's a bar back there. Good old days, there were Foster's dollars to be had, as in paying whatever, not many pounds, and it was pounds in those days, and getting Foster's, it was a good bang for your buck. And behind here, that is where various societies are, like the Phil and the Hist, if I remember rightly, the Historical Society, the Philosophical Society. Despite the name, these are mainly debating societies. I was in Oxford a few days ago, and the Oxford Union is the equivalent of these. So some very distinguished people who have been presidents of these have gone on to achieve great things in later life. And so the college is fantastic in the way it provides these societies with rooms for free. Whereas in Oxford you have to pay for them if you're a society. Alright, I'll switch it off now.